Okay, just as a reminder, this is the process we're working on, the video production process, or the youth media making process, as Utah Film Center calls it. Yesterday we talked about the beginning, the exposition, which introduces the setting, characterizations, and sometimes the conflict. Today we're talking about the middle and the end of a story. Okay, the middle of a story is where the action begins to rise. The goal of the main characters is introduced, which leads to conflict. Now, there's an implied antagonist there, right? A conflict between the antagonist and the protagonist. Okay, the protagonist being the main character, antagonist being the one that's against the protagonist. Okay, it doesn't always have to be a person. It can be an environment. It can be self, meaning and a conflict between the self and the protagonist. Anyway, little events that lead to the conflict are called the rising action, as you know, in which the characters undergo character development. And all of this leads to the climax, or the most intense, most interesting moment in the story. Okay? After the climax, you have the falling action, or all of the events that lead to or play a part in the resolution. Okay, it's essentially what leads to the characters either accomplishing their goal or failing miserably, or failing partially, or kind of accomplishing their goal. Did they succeed or not? Think of the movies that you've seen. How many of them end with the character succeeding? Good triumphing over evil. But how many end with characters losing, or evil triumphing over good? I can think of at least one where evil wins. Star Wars episode, what is that, 3? It's pretty dark. Evil has pretty much slaughtered all the Jedi, right? There's this one with Kate Hudson, I think it's called The Skeleton Key, where her body gets taken over by some voodoo person. And that's how they leave you. They lost miserably there. But I want you to think of movies you've seen. But here's your assignment. Using one of the movies that you selected yesterday, one of the 5, where you summarized the beginning, I want you to summarize the middle and an end using the following questions. What was the rising action, or what events led to the climax? What is the climax? What is the character's goal? What events resolved that conflict? What is the conflict? Do the characters accomplish their goal? Okay, so you're summarizing the middle and end. Good luck. That's all. Email me if you have questions.